All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with another awesome Spotlight Athlete of the Week edition. It's Eagles Mania this week. This is our sixth interview already, and we have two more great ones today. We're going to switch gears and talk a little boys lacrosse today. I'm joined by two seniors. I have Nate Daly and Tyson Behrens. They're with us here. They're both members of the lacrosse program. Guys, welcome. How you doing today?
Great.
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Yeah, I hope I didn't wake you guys up. I know with that, the different schedule right now, I know 10 o'clock is like the new, 6:30, right?
Yeah.
I promise I won't tell your teachers that, right? You're supposed to be doing some work online. But we're going to jump right into things. We're going to talk about the last month. It's been quite a roller coaster journey, from the learning about this COVID virus and what was happening and kind of blowing up. Seasons were kind of put on hold, schools put on hold, delayed, and then ultimate cancellation and spring sports followed. So tell me about your journey and your emotions through the last couple of weeks. We'll start with you, Nate.
So, I've been playing lacrosse for 12 years. And so my senior year was kind of going to be my last year because I was thinking about playing college and, I kind of want to do other stuff in college and, stop playing lacrosse. So it's like, I've played for like almost all my life. And so just having like my last season just kind of like cut short and I couldn't do anything about it. It was just kind of tough. I've played every year of high school and, I've had like great mentors and seniors above me. And, last year wasn't like the best year for us. And so this year I believe we were going to be a lot better and I was excited for that. So.
What about you, Tyson?
Yeah, I think it especially made it hard that they would keep delaying it too, because then you just keep having that small sense of hope that it would come back and that it would come back, and then it didn't. And obviously that really sucks because you spend all those years before working hard to get your senior year to be perfect, and then to have it canceled, isn't the best.
Yeah, I know that's a tough feeling, and like I said, you guys had a subpar year last year. We're looking for some redemption, especially your senior year. So I know that's not a great taste left in your mouth there. But talk about this season, and I know we're not going to be able to play it, but what were you looking forward to most? If there's any matchups or games or moments, like what were you guys individually looking for the most?
Well, so we had a really strong set of freshmen coming in this year. We had 3 or 4 playing on our varsity team, and I thought that brought like good energy to the team. Like last year we played a lot of really hard teams. And teams that have been around for a long time as a school sport, and we've only been around for 4 years as like a school-sponsored sport. And so some of the teams, like we started out with Molu last year, so that was obviously like a really hard game. And this year we didn't play them at all. So I feel like, we played teams that we were evenly matched up with this year. And yeah, we had the hard games that were going to come up, but I felt like we had we were more able to like do well. So.
Yeah, I looked forward most to the Turpin game just because they're notoriously not that good. And for us to lose to them as badly as we did last year, I just wanted to come back and really lay it on them this year because I think we would have.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, those are things we wish we could have fulfilled on the field, but we could always dream and kind of visualize what that was like there. So Clay, I'm going to jump it over to you. You have a couple questions.
Yeah, so speaking of dreaming and imagining what something would look like, Tyson, I'm going to start off with you. Which celebrity would you choose to be quarantined with and why?
I think I'm going to go with Morgan Freeman, specifically just because his voice is so relaxing that if I were to get stressed out in this quarantine because of, missing school and having to do all the online work and missing lacrosse, I could just have him talk to me and I could relax a little bit,
Yeah. What about you, Nate?
So I'm stuck in between two, in between LeBron James and Tory Lanez. But I'm going to go with Tory Lanez just because he does this live stream on Instagram almost every day. And it's for a long time, brings people on and like talks to them, and he just has a great energy. And I feel like that's what we need during this time, is because like everyone's inside and it just gets like boring and stuff. So I would need somebody to have like good energy and like keep me up. So
Yeah, it's positive vibes only. I don't even know if I've heard Tory Lanes. Do you know who that is, Aaron? Are you cultured enough?
No comment. I'm too old probably for
Oh
that.
my gosh. Okay,
Next question, please.
my next question, I'll start with you, Nate. So, if there was one rule change, I know there's some, like lacrosse, I know there's halves for girls. You guys play quarters, stop clock for you guys. What rule would you guys change if there was one? Would it be something that you could do with your stick, your lacrosse stick, to make it better, or what game rule would you guys pick that you could change if it was a perfect world and you were the in charge?
So they actually they just made this a rule about probably a couple years ago, 3 or 4 years ago. The way you like string your stick, you can only have 3 shooter strings, which is like the thicker string. And usually we're able to have a U shape on your stick, which allowed you to have like better like hold or grip, you could say, on the ball. You know, I kind of want to bring that back. And also having like narrower heads.
Yeah.
You know, I felt like there was a lot, like, I don't know, the ball was moving a lot faster during that time. So I don't know, I felt like people could do a lot more creative things with their stick, like in the game and stuff, with those kind of stringing patterns and stuff. So
What about you, Tyson?
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat there. I have a head that I used for the first 2 years of high school. That was a real narrow head, and it was my favorite head I've ever had. And then it became illegal just 2 years ago because it was too narrow. So I would definitely want to be able to have narrower heads again.
So they're trying to regulate your guys' scoring or something with the. Is that hurt?
Yeah, those are both great rule changes. You guys would get my vote for the commissioner job. You know, you guys would both do a good job there.
I was looking for you guys to flying. You guys would pass the flying color.
So, you know, it wouldn't be a lacrosse conversation without mentioning, you know, one of our greats for Milford High School, Jack Hanna. Jack is obviously tearing things up at Denver University and also in the indoor box lacrosse series. So what have you guys, do you follow him? You've been watching him. What's your thoughts on him and watching him play and what you hear?
I think it's really just kind of mind-blowing to watch him on TV and see like the stuff that he's doing on the field, because he's ridiculous, super good. And just to like think about the fact that 3 years ago I was playing on the same field as he was and getting to be on the team with that kid, it's kind of just mind-blowing. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, he was a senior when Tyson and I were freshmen, and you know, like we beat like teams like Moeller and stuff like that, and you know, he did have like his mindset on how to play the game was crazy, because like the way he would like talk to us before the game and like get us ready, like you knew that he wanted to win. Of course, everybody wants to win, but like you could tell he just felt different about the game. And so like, you know, he was good. You know, of course, he's going to Denver. I mean, now he's a first-team All-American, which is crazy. And like Tyson said, you know, it's crazy. Like, I'm a defender, and like I defended the guy. I mean, of course, like he crushed me every time I defended him. But you know, it's just crazy, like defending him, and like now he's first-team All-American and D1 lacrosse. So it's pretty surreal.
Yeah, I mean, he's like I said, just dominating right now. But it's pretty cool that he's one of ours, and not too long ago he was on the same field you guys were. So it seemed like he was destined for greatness from an early age. So it's just been fun to watch him. I know you guys were trying to get up and watch him play at Ohio State before all the COVID stuff broke out. So the last question I have for you guys, you know, obviously your fellow teammates, your fellow seniors, class of 2020 is going through a tough time. You know, not just the athletic end, but also, you know, the other school stuff, the proms, the graduation, still a lot of unknowns if it's going to happen. So any advice, anything you want to say to them, any positivity you want to send their way?
Well, when I heard about like the news and stuff, you know, I thought about like every senior in the US is going through the same thing right now. And so like I can't feel like down about myself. Of course it sucks, but like it's the uncontrollables, and you know, there's a million other seniors out there and they're all in the same boat. And so it's kind of like, well, do your work and, you know, have fun in college and stuff like that. So I don't know, just look at the positive side of things. And, you know, things I've in the news, things are getting better. I mean, states are trying to open up things. So yeah.
yeah, it's like everybody's going through it. You really just need to stick it out until it's over, and then once things are back to how they were, carry on with your life. Sometimes it really just it is what it is.
Yeah.
It happens, and you got to deal with it.
Yeah, certainly unprecedented times, nothing that any of us have ever been through in our life, and hopefully we don't have to experience again. But I appreciate you guys joining us. It was great conversating with you. It was a good way to talk, bring lacrosse to the forefront right now. Not a lot of sports going on as we talk. So thanks, guys, for joining us. It was a pleasure. It was an honor. To you and your fellow seniors, we wish you nothing but the best, and hopefully we get back to some sense of normalcy here soon for you guys. Okay?
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Until next time, ladies and gentlemen,
Please up.
throw up the birds there.